Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your March Tarot reading. This is going to be a reading for the people born under the Lover's card and the Devil's card. If you do not know what your Tarot birth card is, I've dropped you a link in the description box below to a video on how to work it out. And everything to do with Tarot birth cards readings are down in the description box below. I've also reviewed the deck I'm going to be using, and there's a link to the review of this deck if you're interested in the cards themselves in the description box. So I hope you're all doing well. As always, for the monthly spread, I have split my deck into three piles. We have the major arcana on this side to gain the main energy for your months to come. Over there we've got the court cards, which is how you're advised to show up this month to maximize the energy, and the minor arcana are here in the middle to delve into the message. As always, I ask that you please do bear in mind those are general readings, so just take what resonates. So what do my querents born under the Lover's card and the Devil cards need to hear for their highest good for the month of March, please? So your main energy for the month is the Empress. How beautiful. So that's a very lovely energy to have. I will obviously give you more detail when all the cards are out. And you're advised to embody the traits of the King of Cups to maximize the energy. So let me put that here. Let me move this out of the way. And let's delve into your messages. I think that's about right. So let's see what we have. So we have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Coins, so two sevens numerically speaking. We also have progression between the Six and the Seven of Swords on the top line. The Nine of Cups and the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy at work that you may not be aware of, we have the Eight of Coins. So I will talk to you about the bottom of the deck in a minute. So for this month to come, we have the Empress. Now the Empress is ruled by number 3. That's the element, the number of growth. It represents any kind of evolution, and you know, creativity as well. And the Empress, and obviously there are layers to the cards, but this is a card that really talks about lacking for nothing, about being prosperous and abundant, whether we're talking financially, emotionally or spiritually. It's also talking about a very fertile period. So now is the right time to sow your seeds, basically. This is going to be a very auspicious time for you. So anything that you would like to create or manifest, anything that you would like to get off the ground is definitely, you know, looked upon, in a positive manner when the Empress comes up in a reading. It really could be talking about the birth of a project, of a business, anything like that, or it could also be the birth of a new romantic relationship if you're here for love. It could be the birth of a child, the birth of a new hobby, you know, creativity, that kind of thing. And your spirit team is advising you to make the most of this energy to embody the qualities of the King of Cups. Now the Kings represents, above all, expertise, knowledge and the mastery of their suit. And cups is to do with the emotional body. So this is someone, and obviously please do remember there are no genders attached, these are just the traits of this court card. You could be female and embody a king persona. The King of Cups is somebody who is emotionally mature, completely in control of their feelings. They are much aware of them, but they are not driven by them, if you see what I'm saying. And that is a very powerful position to be in, because, you know, feelings can be very overwhelming. I mean, it's very easy to get overwhelmed by sudden surge of feelings, whether they're positive or negative. The King of Cups is somebody who really can, you know, withstand rough patches because they know their feelings and they know how to control them. So there is a call for emotional maturity when it comes to this period of time, probably because if this is a period of growth, or you want to start something from the ground, you want to, you know, as I said prior, sow your seeds, then you're going to need to make decisions that are going to need to be very balanced and thought through, is what they're saying to me. And the King of Cups is someone who would do this, you know, looking from the heart space, obviously, because it's the cup suit, but being considerate and careful, considering, you know, your emotional well-being overall, long-term, and so on, and also taking action, because let's not forget that the kings also represent the yang power, which is taking action. So the energy underlying all of this is the Eight of Coins. Now, the eights represent advancement in tarot, you know, movement, and coins is earth energy. So this is to do with your day-to-day life, your physical possessions, your job, your career, your home life, your property, anything like that. And the Eight of Coins to me is the ultimate card of skill. This is understanding the value of working patiently and diligently in order to get something off the ground and starting to see results. Because let's not forget that although this is a slow energy, Eight of Coins is slow due to the earth element, this is also a very grounded energy that ensures the delivery of success. Material success mainly, but it could be more than that. So the Eight of Coins, although representing a certain element of having to really graft and work hard to get something, also represents, though, the achievement of it, really not being far off completion of this suit. So it is a very positive card, and you may not be aware of this energy going on underneath it, but it is definitely there. And we have a couple of cups. I mean, actually, you've got four cups. So 4 cups out of your 9 cards, which is nearly half. So we have a lot of emotional aspect on this reading, and a couple of coins and couple of blades. Now, let me talk about the blades or the swords. This is to do with your thoughts, your ideas, your knowledge, and also truths. And the Six of Swords, 6 is a beautiful number because it foretells harmony after having overcome any kind of change or challenge. The Six of Swords is having learned lessons from whatever challenged you prior, and taking those lessons on board and moving on with them, and having a more positive outlook on the future, because you've learned from that, you understand why something had to happen, and this is making you grow, and you're aware of that growth. And this is supported by the Seven of Coins, which is a card of reflection. Was the time that I spent, or the effort that I put into this, or even the finances, you know, that I invested in this, or bits of my heart I invested, whatever the case may be, or all of the above, take what resonates. Was it worth it? Because the Seven of Coins is really reflecting in a pragmatic way on a situation or a relationship that you invested in, which I can see with this Eight of Coins. There's been work on something. And so there is this coming to terms with this, you know, learning the lessons and moving on, looking forward to the future, you know, after having done that assessment. And then right in the middle of your spread, you have two amazing cards, the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups. I mean, you know, these are achievement and completion in the emotional realm. Now, these are beautiful cards. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card, often referred to as, anyway, the wish fulfillment card. This is, like my nan would say to me when I was younger, it's having the butter and the money for it as well. Which always made me smile, because she used to say that to me, basically saying that I wanted it all. And that's what the Nine of Cups is, and it's being grateful for it and being in contentment and kind of basking in this energy of feeling happy about it. And then you move on to the Ten of Cups, which is the culmination of the suit, the completion, which talks about basically the happy ever after. I will also say that it is a choice. In the Ten of Cups, it's also realizing that you've got everything you need for your emotional contentment. I did use the expression, you know, basking in this kind of energy with the Nine of Cups, but it is really, you know, it's also a conscious choice. You know, some people are never fully happy because they do not take the time to feel the gratitude for the goodness in their lives, which, you know, it's not always easy, because we end up taking things for granted. That's how we're wired as human beings. No judgment here, we all do it. But it's really this element of really making the most of this time, because this is going to be like bliss for you. That's a blissful time. And the King of Cups, who by the way is looking at the cups, if you look at the direction in the reading, this is somebody who would really appreciate this, who would understand how much work has gone into getting to that emotional fulfillment and happiness and joy, and would really, you know, relish it, is the word they're saying to me. And then we have the Seven of Swords with the Five of Cups. Now we do have two sevens, and seven is the number of evaluation, analysis, and that's when we draw from this, the experience, and then it gives you the confidence to move forward. Five is a number of disruption, as I've explained with the six over there. So the Five of Cups is an emotional disruption. It represents an emotional challenge of some specification. So the Five of Cups talks about anything that is a challenge for you. So it could be sadness, but it could be a disappointment. It could be some guilt that you feel regarding a situation or towards somebody. Obviously, you know, take what resonates, because it depends on your circumstances, but it's something that's difficult to deal with on an emotional level. With the Seven of Swords here, Seven of Swords, generally speaking, for me, is the card of work smarter, not harder. It's the card of thinking out of the box and doing things your own way. However, with this Five of Cups being here, there may have been some kind of things that got revealed, put to light, and is what I'm trying to say to you, and this may be challenging for you to accept. It can be hurtful. I always say, you know, the sword suit is a difficult sword, because the sword is a blunt instrument. It's designed to cut or to pierce, so it's not an easy suit. But there may have been something that was secret that got exposed, some kind of betrayal, which is bringing this emotional challenge. And as I said to you, it will be different for all of you. And obviously this takes a turn after this beautiful period. So I'm gonna clarify what's going on with the end of your reading. So can you please clarify the last messages, because you do have this Empress, which is, as I said, growth, fertility, very, very auspicious card. Okay, let's see. So we have the Nine of Swords, so very heavy mental energy. So this is, you know, being anxious and having apprehensions. So yeah, something may be revealed, something that was secret, which you're going to find challenging, maybe disappointing, and this is going to have you all up in your head. And to me, the Nine of Swords really is the card of courage. You're one off getting rid of something, finishing a cycle, which in the mind realm is to do with the full cycle of acceptance, accepting something for what it is. So I can see that this is going to be uneasy energy, because you need to face those thoughts for what they are. They are just thoughts, and at the end of the day, what you feed, what you put your focus on, will manifest. So obviously being careful of not being in a lower vibration, because unfortunately when we are challenged emotionally, the Five of Cups is a lower vibration, because it brings about loads of doubts, and even issues in self-confidence if you have been betrayed, or if something was kept hidden from you and you did not realize. This is going to be challenging emotionally. And so, this is really a card that says face those thoughts for what they are, and move on from it, accept them for what they are, do not dwell on them, is what I'm trying to say. Let me grab another card. Let me see which card is talking to me the most. This one here. And then we've got, you see, there's a lot of blades coming out. The beautiful Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is the Epiphany card. This is triumphing over this heavy energy. This is getting the clarity that you need. It's a mental breakthrough, which makes you grow. It frees you up from this heavy energy of being all up in your head, being worried, scared, and feeling disappointed, whatever this is. Because I can't help but focus on the fact that you had such a beautiful Ten of Cups and Nine of Cups right in the middle of this read, which obviously is very much in line with the Empress energy of growth, fertility, abundance, lacking for nothing. And then there's this I'm getting the energy of disappointment coming after that, and the necessity to be very emotionally mature about what's coming next in order to get the epiphany. And it's going to be work, okay? The Eight of Coins really signifies that in order to overcome this, you're going to have to work at it and be patient with yourself, because you will see results. But as I said to you, this is going to take time. So can you finalize this reading for us, please? Where are we going with this? And it may well be that what you thought was your happy ever after, your wish fulfillment, actually wasn't. That it was a disappointment, something that did not fulfill you the way you thought it would, but you will get to this epiphany. And it may even have stopped you from sleeping. It may have, you may find yourself rehashing this all the time in your head, but you're going to get the clarity. You're going to have that mental breakthrough, which is why we've got the Empress here, because you're going to come out on top of this. So again, we have, okay, that jump, so I will take it. And then you've got the Six of Coins, beautiful energy of harmony coming back into your world. It's the second six you get, but because this is with the coins energy, this time we're talking about the harmony, the equilibrium in your everyday life. For instance, it could be the balance between giving and receiving if we're talking about a partnership of any kind. It could also be when you invest, you get as much back. It really is that perfect balance. It's a pleasant energy to be in, just generally speaking, and will be a very welcome break from, the whatever this Swords energy and Five of Cups is for you. And as I said, it will obviously depend on your circumstances. And obviously it's very much in line as well with the Empress card, of things being in balance, lacking for nothing. In the Six of Coins, you lack for nothing. There's a perfect harmony going on there. So although you may have some disappointment on something that you thought was, the happy ever after, the thing that would bring you the most joy and emotional fulfillment, you will get over this deception, or even a disappointment, or whatever this was, and harmony will come back in March. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm grateful you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a wonderful month now. See you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.